Almost a whole week later, they just said the video's okay for ads.
Oh shit! I ain't got no Dr. Phil.
It's a fucking week later.
Who the fuck is
Why do
Dr.
I
Phil?
care? It took them a
Fuck me.
fucking week to get to the video.
Shit! Damn it!
YouTube
Why
is
that
something
thing-
else, man.
Sorry.
You can
Freaking
work.
YouTube was acting like a
and upload your work.
jackass.
And it takes them a lazy ass week to look at it, even though they erroneously flag it with AI. Their bullshit formula algorithm runs.
Saying I
says,
couldn't
that's not
stream.
suitable for advertisers.
I've
Yes,
streamed
it is. There's
before.
nothing bad in that video. Review
I don't
it
know.
and put ads on it. Okay, we'll do that a week later. Well, everyone already watched the fucking video. Seriously, this is how YouTube operates. It's like a joke.
All right, is everything
But
good?
that's what I mean. You see me, I get
Everything
a notification like that. I'm like, oh my god. If anything, guys, here's the truth. The one reason why I have survived all of these years is because I put out so much content. If I did not put out so much content,
I don't know
I'd be
how
dead in the
you
water.
survived all these years.
Take a look at these
That is
YouTubers
true.
who only put out like one video a week, a big video, edited and everything, right? But that's what they do. Like you're dead. You upload that video and it gets unsuitable for ads. You're completely dead. You can't make any money. You can't have a business like that. It's a joke. Thank God, really, thank God that
How did I screw that up?
diversified myself to the point where I'm making so much content between gameplay and vlogging and other things that these videos can get demonetized and it doesn't kill me. Because I could imagine someone working their ass off building up this great business and they die because YouTube
that's
is
right,
such an
yeah.
inefficient system, right? It's so bloated.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, I digress. So, the rest of this month will be Street Fighter 6 and Final Fantasy 16 on daytime streams, Diablo and Zelda on late streams. And that's really what I'm planning to do for the rest of the month, okay? Yes, it's official. I'm still not doing Ask the King. Ask the King was going to be last month, then it was going to be this month. We'll save it for the summer when it's slow. Right now, we got so much shit going on.
He's
There's
got no
reason to do an
tips.
episode
How
of
long
Ask
has he
the
been
King.
streaming?
That's insane,
An
right?
hour?
Trust me. We've got enough. We've got enough going on here that's very busy and everything. We don't need to be worried about Ask the King or anything like that. The one other thing we should talk about, because now we're really getting into the meat of June, is the special summer event that I'd like to do that first weekend of July. I think it would be Sunday, July 2nd. We haven't even thought of a name for it yet. Should we call it DSP's Summertime Bash, DSP's Beach Bash,
turn him up
DSP's
in my
Gaming
ear.
Summer Fest, DSP's Bouncing Bubble
Oh gosh.
Bouncing Bubble Bash? What should we call it? We have to think about this, okay? Let's all think about a name for what this event will be. It will be held the first weekend of July. It'll be a marathon, all right? It's going to be a variety of content. I get the feeling now Street Fighter 6 is so popular, you guys will probably want me to do a little bit of Street Fighter 6 multiplayer during that event. But we'll do other gaming as well, depending on what you guys want. We'll do some tier maker stuff. We'll do some food. My wife will probably look up some recipes of like summertime American recipes. I'll try a few kinds of food during the event as well. It's going to be very similar to the event that we did for the Fight and Feast, only it won't be purely Street Fighter related. We'll have other stuff going on as well, okay? So, it's going to be a fun event. The Bouncing Bubble Bonanza, says Big Papa Phil. Now, that's an interesting one. Bouncing Bubble Bonanza. Yeah, but anyway, let's start talking about this because now we're kind of past the initial first week of June. We can start planning for this and get it hyped and get, stuff promotionally going for it. And start, planning out exactly what we want to do during that day. I'm excited. I like the marathon events. I know you guys do too. So that's coming up the first weekend of July, okay? So now we have some perspective on everything going on. Like I said, what I will likely do this week, I will try to get caught up on whatever happens at the Xbox event, the Starfield event, the Capcom event, the Ubisoft event, and anything else that happens. And I'll probably do a recap reactions video specifically made for on-demand viewers over on DSP Reacts, and that'll be a video viewable over there so that if
I don't
you're
understand.
interested
Why
on
does he fear
my opinions,
technology
just
so
my opinions
bad?
on that stuff, you can watch it in one digestible video. That way I'm not doing live reaction taking away from the gameplay. Okay? Fair enough? Okay. My next segment, I'd like to talk about
maybe
Street
he's not
Fighter 6
knowledgeable.
performance. Because
I mean, he plays games. I mean, you gotta be
it's been a wild ride
somewhat
trying to get back
knowledgeable on
into
some stuff.
competitive Street Fighter. It really has,
I don't know.
okay? And I want to say thank you to those who've been
I'm
enjoying
saying
the
I
content for
am,
1
but
week
I
now. The
don't
game's
know.
been out, and I've played a ton of it. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. I really am. Now, I'm not great at the game, but I'm also not horrible, which is good. It's good that I'm getting wins and stuff. I want to say thanks to those who are supporting the streams and thanks to those who are helping me because there's been a distinct amount of people coming and trying to give me tips on how to play with certain characters and the like, and I'm really enjoying that. It's helping a ton. It really is. So thank you to those who are helping out. Now, what I like to do is talk about the different characters that I've used and how I've done with them, okay? So the first character I even picked in the game was Blanca. When I started, all right, that first session, I didn't know really what I was doing, and I did my placement matches, and they put me into the gold ranking. That first session, I got 34 wins and 18 losses. We're talking now overall matches. We're not talking rounds, we're talking overall matches, okay? So I actually won about twice as much as I lost. Keep in mind, that was my very first session, so I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just trying to learn, but so was everyone else. That's not like it's not like I was dominating. It was everyone kind of flubbing about, and I was doing a lot of normal fundamentals to get wins. My second session that I played with him, I was still in gold ranking, but I got up to 5 stars, and I had 14 wins and 10 losses. So a little more even as the competition was getting better. My third session.
Oh, you know what? When I went live,
which was
I
the
didn't,
most recent one, yesterday,
this
right? I hit platinum rank finally with Blanca, okay, and I got 15 wins and 12 losses. So every time I've played with Blanca, I've won more than I've lost, but it's kind of close. All right. What do I think about Blanca in Street Fighter 6? I like him. He's definitely a variety character. But unlike a lot of other characters who have a lot of
I have a stream last
really
month?
high priority
Is
normals
running? Wow,
and things,
I know that.
that can lead to high combo ability. I'm not really seeing that with Blanca.
Oh, here it
is.
is. Here it is.
Combos you can really do with Blanca are canceling his electricity into his level 2 super
What the
and
hell is
the
this
Blanca
crap?
ball back and forth, which
Make
I haven't even figured out how to do yet. I would have to go into training mode and practice that a little bit. I can get to that point, and then I don't know the timing to get the Blanca ball to combo and do the combo, so I always
when
drop
did I do this? Did I do
what
this?
he does excel at is tricking people, right? Doing different speeds of Blanca ball to land in front of the opponent, and now you have setups where you can throw, or you can do a combo, or you can hop to the other side and throw, or mix up with
I think that was several years ago. I didn't even know that was there.
I definitely like the character's design, but there's a couple of things that are a little weird to me. Like, for example, he has a little Blanca-chan. I really haven't figured out how to implement it. I'm trying, but half the time I try to use it, it seems like the enemies just go right through it. Like, I was playing a Manon, and I used Blanca-chan, and I walk forward. And I'm thinking, this is safe, because the Blanca-chan's right in front of me. If they try to hit me, it's going to hit them. Oh, no. Manon just went right through it, started attacking, and went right through it and grabbed me and slammed me. I was like, wait, what? The whole point of me using it is like a barrier. So why use it if it's not going to work, if they could pass right through it? And she did. She literally passed right through it. So it seems like it's not necessarily foolproof. You know what I'm saying? It seems like we're in a situation where maybe there are setups that it's good, that you can trick the opponent, but you'd have to really practice to figure out what's safe and what's not, and what works and what's not. Some other things about the character, I'll definitely say, like, how can I say? I feel like the mix-ups are good, but they're kind of gimmicky. And once you're someone who's fought Blanca a while, you're going to figure out the ways to get around it. Like, a lot of his setups are tricking someone to get thrown, right? And there's multiple ways. He has a command throw, and he has regular throws. But I think, like, once you play more with Blanca and more people learn Blanca, I don't think he's going to be as good. I think right now he's good because the game just started and people are just learning. But he does seem that kind of gimmick-style character that, yes, once you get into it, you can absolutely start doing well. But if people know everything about it, then he's going to get outplayed all the time. Maybe I'm wrong. But especially, you know what's really going to be the key? Parrying. Because I think what's going to happen is people are going to start parrying all of his Blanca ball attempts. And once you start parrying every Blanca ball, now he's going to be open all the time.
Oh, let's move this some too, though.
Like, you're going to see at high levels.
Let's see here. You don't need to be seeing all this.
Parrying everything they're doing, and they're not going to be as effective. All right. But overall, more wins than losses. Overall, my win-loss record with Blanca currently 63 wins, 40 losses, and I'm at platinum 1-star rank, 61% win ratio. That's good. That's good stuff. The second character I ever played with was JP. Now, I only used him once, and they put me into silver. By the time I was done with that session, I was in platinum. So I won so much. I won 32 wins and 13 losses, a 71% win ratio for JP. And he's actually, if you can believe it, that's my winningest character. And I never went back and played with him again. You might say, well, why? It's not that I don't like him, and the thing is, I probably will go back and play with him again eventually.
Oh, that's
but
his screen.
I don't know,
didn't see
like
that.
a character that's based solely on trying to keep you away
Well,
as much
there's
as
too much.
possible. And yes, he has mix-ups. The shadow things that come out could be overheads or standard hits or anti-airs or grabs.
Yeah,
It's kind of
top
nice
looks good.
that have that variety. And he does have some high combo ability
Bottom
as
looks
well.
good, I guess.
I don't know. There was something about him. He didn't really like click with me for some reason. I think I will play with him more though and give him more of a chance later on. But
yeah, I like
for
that
now,
one part where
I
it
kind of put
starts
him on the shelf after that
showing
one
my
session. I did
teeth.
really
Do
well
we
with
have
him,
that,
but I
though?
never really went back. Okay.
All right, that'll work. That'll work.
Then the next character I
That'll
tried
work.
was E Honda.
The hell you say?
E Honda. I played so well in my placement matches. I think I won them all. That I got into
Where's
diamond
my
rank. Diamond rank. All right, and this definitely was a curse because once I got into diamond rank, I basically could barely win. Right. So what ended up happening was I was learning, and I'm in diamond, and everyone's whooping my ass. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna do my best to hang, and I did. But I lost more than I won. I had 29 wins and 31 losses. So only a 48% win ratio. Okay, so actually my first losing ratio. But for the fact that it was my first time playing,
I sworn
was
I
in
had
diamond with people who were actually doing insane combos and stuff, it was pretty crazy that I did as well as I did. But I kind of feel like getting those early wins in placement kind of screwed me over. You know what I'm saying? So I guess we'll see if I go back. I want to play him again. I've seen other people now doing these hit strings with him, where essentially what it looks like is his standing medium punch is a super safe move, and after that you can immediately cancel into the meter burn push, like he has the walk, the sumo walk, and it seems safe. So you could just do this, and it takes big chunks off of drive meter.
Is there a way
and it
I
looks
can
like people
pop
can
this out?
do these lockdowns, and locking into like frame traps that are kind of interesting. And I would like to try that because now I've seen more people do it. I wasn't doing it because I didn't know you could do that when I first used him. So I think eventually I will go back to Honda and try him again.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
But as for now, that's it.
Oh,
I'm
here we
still in
go.
diamond rank, but I have more losses than wins with Honda. Okay. By the way, Show Ryugen says his main is Marisa. I think you'll like her if you like high damage combos and plus frames. We'll see. Dude, whatever that punch combo is she has for mid-range, I don't know if it's medium punches or whatever, it seems to stuff everything. Like, every character I'm facing against her or using against her, every move I try to do for mid-range, she's just like punch, 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 oh, into a big combo. Like, it beats everything. So whatever that is, I gotta utilize that when I use her. Anyway, the next character that I used was Lily.
Oh.
Now, Lily at first threw me for a loop. And the reason Lily threw me for a loop is because I thought she played like T-Hawk or Thunderhawk. She does not play like T-Hawk or Thunderhawk at all. She's very different. Even though she's supposed to be trained by him and the same tribe as him, her move properties are dramatically different.
Is it this?
At first, I didn't get the character, and admittedly, I was frustrated. But once I played more with her, it clicked, and I was like, dude, I kind of want to play more with her now. So my first session with her, I was gold ranking, only gold 1 star. I broke even. I actually got 21 wins and 21 losses, okay? But then I wanted to play more with her after having faced off against other Lilies and seeing some strategies they had. So I was in gold, and I got 18 wins and 7 losses. So a 72% win ratio that second time that I played with her. And that propelled me from gold to platinum. And then when I played with her yesterday for another hour, I got 14 wins and 8 losses, 64% win ratio, and that kept me at platinum rank. So overall, 53 wins, 36 losses with Lily, 60% win ratio. So the characters that I'm kind of going back to and playing more with, I seem to be doing better with overall because I'm learning them better and getting better matchup knowledge. You see, Lily I like. She's got some interesting tools. She's got good normals from mid-range. She's got a decent combo with low jab hit confirm into the meter burned version of...
Did he cut his own hair?
But it's OD version of her Condor Rush move. Does good damage. She's got big setups into 360, and you can do regular 360 grab or EX grab, which does tons
he uses
of counter
skincare
damage.
products, you can tell.
The only problem I have with her, she doesn't
most
have
of
great
you-
combos
you,
at all. She has just okay kind of mid combos.
You
but nothing
focus
amazing
on
that does
the
insane
bridge of the
damage.
nose and
also,
the cheeks.
she doesn't really have a great reversal. Her reversal is level 2 super, which isn't good. It would be great if she had a better
I don't.
reversal.
I don't give
But she
three
doesn't,
crap.
which sucks.
I used
So,
to.
I do like the character
I
a
used to do
lot,
those
and I'm going to
facial
use her more.
crap and
I'm
all
actually
that
getting better
jazz.
with her the more I play.
I'm
I'm learning
old.
more
I
setups.
don't
What I'm
give a-
doing now is
What
learning,
the
like,
hell for?
when you do the Condor Rush, right, and you land next to them, you have all these options. You could do 360 throw. You could do low jab, hit confirm into a combo. You could bait a jump because they think you're going to throw, and if they jump, then you can do anti-air Rising Condor, which I think they call Tomahawk Buster in this. I don't know why. I thought it was Rising Condor. I guess they changed the name of it. But, but anyway, she seems pretty good. Now that I'm playing more with her, I don't know if she'll be better than mid-tier, but I like the character design. So I'm going to continue to use her, okay? The next character that I used was DJ. By far, this was the biggest fail. DJ plays absolutely positively nothing at all like he ever did in a previous game. Certainly not Super Turbo, and not even Street Fighter 4. He's a completely new character in this game. And he's incredibly
Is that Mike
execution
really
heavy,
that thing that
which I didn't
that
have that first session that I used him, and I got massively
I don't know what it's called
outplayed.
now.
He is
My
the
mind just
worst
went
I did
blank.
with any character. Just listen to this. Only 19
Pop
wins,
filter.
31 losses. I started in Platinum, ended in
That
Platinum.
pop filter do anything?
38% win-loss ratio. Terrible. Absolutely
Oh
positively
yeah, I said
terrible.
yeah. See, I don't.
gameplay.
I
didn't
have
do good at
the
all. I was dropping moves and combos. Everything was a
the
epic fail.
sponge
So would I ever go back to DJ?
on
Maybe.
my mic.
But honestly, I didn't
So I don't
really
need the
like
pop
how he played
filter.
in this.
I don't
think I like
think
other
I need
characters
it
a lot
anyway.
better. It's sad because he used to be one of my
With the
mains in
sponge.
Super Turbo, but they changed him so much that it's like starting from scratch, and I don't really like what I saw. Okay? Just being honest, like some of my basic tools that I use with him. Low heavy punch, which used to be this big counter hit elbow. It would feel so good when you landed a counter hit. Stuff in the enemy. They took it out. It's not in it. Okay. And then last but certainly not least, Dalsim, who I would say out of all the characters I've played with, Dalsim is the toughest to use. He is very, very execution intensive.
Somebody tell me what the hell that noise
You
is. I
need to
can't
know
find it.
tricks to win with this guy, and you need to have great mix-ups and execution. You know what I'm saying? He's fun, but at the same time, he has weaknesses. His weakness is if anyone keeps rushing him down, he has a hard time getting you off of him. He does. He has no true reversal besides level 3 super. So having no true reversal, he can't really get people away from him very effectively. You gotta wait for a mistake, or you gotta try to counter, like parry or counter. What is that? Drive counter. You gotta try to get him off you
Wait,
that
how
way.
do you spell
It's
this?
very tough. Once you get them mid to long range, though, now you're essentially creating your game. You start throwing out the bouncing fireballs. You start floating around and doing the fierce punch. That's really high priority in this game. Or you start teleporting behind. You're doing mix-up
developers,
combos.
guys.
Level
Oh,
2
that's
super is
Bill.
really good and does high damage with mix-ups. So basically, I like the character a
What
lot.
did I do
but
wrong?
this character is someone I'm going to get
Oh,
more
I
and
didn't have
more
to eat.
adjusted to
nursery.
the more I play with him. As I start to feel more comfortable with matchups and I start to feel better with mix-up attempts and things. I like him a lot. I think, honestly, if you want to know the truth, out of all the characters, I think I like Dalsim the most so far. Which is weird, because that's really not my style, but I think it maybe will be my style in Street Fighter 6. I don't know. But Dalsim so far is my favorite character out of all the ones I've played. So let's talk about performance. The first time I played him, I was in gold. Only gold 1 star. 26 wins, 30 losses. I lost more than I won. But you want to talk about a turnaround. I started learning strategies and mix-ups, and listen to this. The second session, I went from gold to platinum, 19 wins, only 6 losses. I was kicking ass that second session. Now, yesterday I played with him again, and I got 18 wins and 17 losses, so I pretty much broke even. I did remain in platinum. Overall, 63 wins, 53 losses, 54% win-loss ratio. So if you actually look at all the win-loss ratios, the best by far is JP. Then the second best is Blanco by 1%. Then it's Lily, and then it's Dalsim. Honda and DJ were epic fails so far. Okay? So my favorite character is Dalsim, but I really like Lily as well. Blanca is fun, but I do feel like he's going to be more limited, but I will continue to use him. I'm curious to see what's going to happen with the Geefster today. Right? Geef is very unique in this game. He's very different from how he's been in other games. Looks like he's very much heavily focused on getting a one-hit or counter-hit into throw setup. His throws are incredibly damaging in this game, too. Like, really damaging. So I guess we're going to see how it goes today. Okay. So, guys, that's Street Fighter 6 in a nutshell so far. Now what I'd like to do is do some shout-outs for you guys, and then we'll do some Q&A. So let's get the shout-outs. We start off with Joel, who did a super chat this morning. Thank you to Joel for the super chat. That's the one YouTube side contribution we have so far today. So thank you for that, Joel. Then we've got some tips that have come in. So we had an overnight tip that came in from Game Trekker. $29.99 tip, but I'll count it as a 30. However, he wants the $29.99 animation because he wants to see the Street Fighter animation. There we go. Thank you, Game Trekker. Let's get him up on the leaderboard and see what he has to say this morning.
Street Fighter animation. He says he does this himself. It just looks like it could be just a video he copy and paste.
By the way, it's already over 80 degrees in my office, so I guess it's air conditioner time. I was trying to avoid it because it's actually cool outside today, but this office gets really stuffy, and especially when I'm playing Street Fighter.
80 degrees? It's 82 here.
Okay.
Usually it gets around 84,
so
85.
Game Trekker said the following. Russian wrestling is always number one.
I do live in Texas.
Been looking forward to this. I actually don't know a ton about Geef yet in Street Fighter 6, but I can say one thing. He seems to be put quite a ways away from his opponent after landing any spinning pile driver.
That's right.
If he wants to quickly continue his offense after that, the solution generally seems to be immediately drive rush to run back in. So how do you do drive rush? Parry input, but tap forward twice, and you go from parry into the green dashing animation. He says, remember, any normal use during a drive rush, i.e. when you're still glowing green, will get extra frame advantage, allowing for links not possible otherwise. On a different subject, have you mentioned the Google Doc I emailed?
YouTube have anything?
That's where I'm reading the statistics from.
Or chat?
He says, counting your match wins and losses is actually fairly quick to do, and in my opinion, more telling than counting individual rounds or full sets, especially because some opponents quit before a full set can be completed. It's my hope that you will be able to get good use out of this doc moving forward. Yes, and if you continue to maintain it, absolutely. This will be a very important document, I feel. One other thing I would like to see is overall wins and losses, because right now, we got 63, 50, 60, so that's like 170. That's 200. Yeah. Right now, I'm around 250 total wins, I believe. It's kind of like the climb to 1,000, right? I feel like the climb to 1,000 wins is something cool.
Is that a shoot?
To aspire to, and to see, you know, where will I get my 1,000th win, right? Who will it be against? What character will I be using? It's kind of epic and kind of exciting.
Oh, wait, he may get the rest.
So right now, we're about a quarter of the way there. I wonder how long it'll take to get to 1,000 wins, right? Pretty cool. So thank you, Game Trekker, very, very much for the tip. I appreciate that. Oh, I know. Swagonito says electronics can raise the degrees in your office 20 to 30 degrees. I know. Outside today, just to give you guys some perspective, outside it is currently 55 degrees. It said on my air conditioner that has a thermostat on it that it was 82 degrees in here. So there you go. It's outside. It's rainy and cloudy.
You don't have a temperature gauge in your room?
In my office, so
I got one.
It is what it is. Okay. I received another $6 tip, and indeed, this one is from Game Trekker again. Thank you, Game Trekker. I wonder if Game Trekker will be by today to watch me play some later. He was able to stop by the first stream yesterday for a little bit. So he says the following. Okay, let's talk about Dalsim. The Google Doc I made lists your ranking, wins, and losses. I don't need to repeat them here. It's interesting. Based on the high-level play I've seen with him, he's not really a zoner in this one when optimized. He still has potent zoning tools, of course, but a player that he's been watching called Mr. Crimson. Don't know who that is, but great. Seems to be playing him as more of a pressure and mix-up character, oftentimes straight up walking towards his opponents to keep them blocking limbs and fireballs till he can get a knockdown. At that point, he'll launch an arching fireball to teleport around for mix-ups and combo of confirms. I've seen you excel with characters that can surprise opponents and keep them guessing. Makes sense you've been using so much of the trickery style play with Dalsim yourself. He really suffers when he gets knocked down and cornered, which is what I was just saying. He has no true reversal besides level 3 super. So having no true reversal really makes it that he gets kind of locked down if he gets grounded.
I'm sorry.
But outside of that, he can really stay on his game and, you know, get everyone mixed up, which is great. So thank you very much, Game Trekker. Okay. I received another tip. Hotel Dude tipped me $2.74. Thank you, Hotel Dude. Let's get down on the leaderboard. Cool. Okay, and Hotel Dude says he's been watching old episodes of Cops, and also a show called Intervention. I'm wondering if you watch any reality TV. Given that you live in Seattle, you ever see a lot of addicts and miscreants on the streets? Yeah, we see our fair share of people in the streets. It's sad. It's really sad. I wonder what the cause of it is. I really do. But at the same time, you know, I'm not a political guy. This is not a political stream. So we're not going to get into that stuff. But I have watched reality TV over the years. I actually used to watch Cops back in the day with my parents. We used to watch it actually together back in the 90s. But I don't really watch much today, these days. So nothing too recent, no. Okay. All right. We've gone through all the tips. We've gone through the YouTube side contributions. So what I would say now is, guys, if you would like to ask me a question, tag me in the chat. And let's do a little bit of Q&A for, you know, the rest of the show. However, understand my answers are going to be a little slow because it's not set to have the ultra low latency. It's on normal latency today. So it's going to be delayed. I have to wait a while to even see your questions come through, which is really stupid that YouTube did that. I don't know. Every time I set up a stream, I literally set it up to have it unlisted when the stream's done and ultra low latency without fail. And then I noticed the last week, all of a sudden, half the time it's not doing it. I think it's not saving my settings. Swago Nito says, doesn't Seattle have bad homeless issues? I know it does. I have seen some around here, but I don't live in Seattle. I live in the suburbs. I think Seattle itself is way worse than the suburbs. Jade says, UW for ghost? What do you mean UW for ghost? Jay, I don't know what you mean. Thank you for telling me the ghost wasn't on, by the way. Fiat Multipla says, how do you cook your steak? If I were to cook a steak, I would try to do medium or medium rare. Has to have a warm pink center or maybe even a little bit on the bloodier side for me. Happy Friday to you, Mango Ice Cream. No Sleep Real Vibe says, I'm having a stressful day. Your streams make my day better. I'm glad to hear that, although you're about to get stressed out as I give people the gift of geef. Okay. Why do I mispronunciate the T's in every word? It's mispronunciation, not intelligent. Huh?
What?
I don't know. Do you recommend the Ultimate Edition for Street Fighter 6? Well, here's the thing. What did the Ultimate Edition give me? It gave me the first whole season of DLC. Great, right? That's excellent. I like that. It gave me a few pre-order colors.
I know you could do that.
And it gave me a bunch of the credits. I used the credits to buy a couple colors for characters. Great. And that's it. Like, that's literally it. Yeah, it kind of feels like a ripoff. I'm going to be honest. It feels like those credits aren't really worth much. And it feels like the Ultimate Edition isn't worth it. I think the Deluxe Edition, to get the Season 1 content, is good. But that Deluxe Edition kind of feels like I got a little ripped off there. That, you know, I thought the tickets they give you could be used to buy all the outfits. No, you still have to drop money to do that.
I didn't see that.
So that's pretty stupid. They weren't clear when the game was coming out what you were actually getting with each edition. Like, you thought, everyone thought the tickets would buy everything. They don't. Which is really, it's kind of like a bait and switch in my opinion. And they do that with every goddamn game. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, hold on. I want to turn off my fan.
You're going to turn off your fan? I got 2 fans going.
Phew. If I'm going to have the air conditioner on, I'm going to turn off the fan. Radical Jaws. Re-upped his membership for 7 months as best beginner-friendly character you've played. Ugh. Man, beginner-friendly? I don't think I've used any beginner-friendly characters. Maybe Honda?
It says...
Maybe Blanca or Honda. A lot of the characters I've used were very complex. You know, DJ and Dalsim are the most complex for sure. Lily isn't good unless you know tricks and setups, which isn't beginner-friendly. So, probably Blanca and Honda out of the characters I've used, but maybe I haven't used a beginner-friendly character yet. I don't know. I got a $2 tip here. From Anso Kamaru. Says, I'm almost at gold with Cammy in Street Fighter 6. It's crazy, considering I never really clicked with her in the past. I guess being older helps. I'm also getting pretty good with Lily. You're right that she doesn't have super useful reversals, but baiting enemies and hitting them with monster damage is wild. Fighting JP is terrifying. My only plan is to stay in his face and not let him breathe, otherwise it's all over. There you go. Thank you very much, Anso Kamaru. I'm glad to hear you're doing good with Cammy. One of the characters I haven't used yet. Definitely one of the ones I'm going to be trying. She seems to have very high combo ability. She seems to have very high priority normals. I've noticed her jab beats almost everything and combos into itself for giant combos, as well as standing medium kick seems to beat like a lot of stuff at mid-range. So I'm going to try her eventually, for sure.
Pop out dashboard? What is it? Pop out dashboard.
Oh, you're welcome. UW means you're welcome. I don't know these fancy abbreviations, Jade. I'm sorry. I'm an old man.
Oh, it's this.
I'm an old man, 41 years old. I don't understand. He said UW for the ghost. So you're welcome for the ghost because he told me to put the ghost lamp on. I don't even know UW meant you're welcome.
Different streams?
I got to get with the times. Willow, no, I've not made my own potato chips. I've seen cooking shows where they show how they're made, which is kind of fascinating, the way that they're fried up and stuff. But no, I've never made my own potato chips.
Oh, is it
I'm waiting for more questions. I apologize. I missed a ton. Meme Jishin says, if you came into contact with aliens, what would you say to them? I would say, you ready? I would say, get the hell out of here. These people are fucking crazy, man. They're going to fucking kill us all. Leave the planet and never come back.
To do it?
That's exactly what I would fucking say.
What it is? Oh, it is.
Oh, and I would also say this.
Yeah,
can you take me with you and get me the fuck out of here? Because I will get off this planet with you. Please. Anywhere's better. Okay, Jay Kuma says you try practicing punish counter combos into drive rush cancel. You're guaranteed to get big damage. So what you mean is look for a punish, right? So if they're messing up, right, a thing that'll punish and then drive cancel to extend the combo, right? I've seen really big combos like that with characters such as Juri, Jamie, Ryu, Ken, right? I've seen some big ones. Zytronagern says, who is your favorite overall Street Fighter character? Man, I don't really have an overall. I'm a guy who likes the oddball characters. You know, the Blankas, the Zangiefs, the Hondas, the ones that play unique and different. They don't fall into an archetype. Like you say, oh, well, Ryu and Ken are Shotos, right? And then you got Guile, who's the stereotypical charge character. I like ones that are kind of more weirder characters. You know what I mean? They stand out from the bunch. That's always been my favorites. So that's why I'm actually interested to play characters like this Marisa or Mano. I want to see how they're going to play in this because they seem pretty interesting and unique as character classes. And I'm wondering how they're going to play.
Why would you want that?
Spawn Killer did a $2 super chat. Says I made my own sour cream and onion potato chips at one point. Oh, did you? Were they any good? How did you make them? What did you use? Because you have a deep fryer at home or something? I certainly don't have a deep fryer at home. Nor would I want one. I don't think we would, in my age, you need to be eating fried foods too often. I received a $6.66 tip from Swagonito. Have you learned anything from a previous Geef player you've played? A lot of them use Drive Impact and abuses Super Armor for easy 360s. I've definitely seen that. I don't know if I want to do that because I feel like doing that, you're basically going to fall into this what everyone expects. You know, one thing that I saw yesterday that was interesting? I saw a video. So Geef did a punish counter. It was standing roundhouse.
Oh, I've seen people.
What it did is it counter hit someone who was trying to like jump, and after that they started like wiggling in the air, and he jumped up and did air 360. The two hits of the standing roundhouse and air 360 did like 40% damage, and I was like, "That's nuts." That's just nuts. You get one counter hit kick into 360, 40+% damage off of an energy bar. That's like, holy shit.
Oh,
I've also seen a standing medium punch, which I think is what it is. Seems to combo into itself. You can do 2 to 3 hits off of it, which is really good for mid-range. I've seen that his spinning clothesline is a really good anti-air from what I've seen. So what I need to do is kind of mess around, figure out some like hit strings and tricks to try to lure people into
Tell him, Phil.
a throw. At the same time, I think a lot of his normals are kind of like floaty and or counter hitty with a lot of
how doesn't YouTube have any?
So we got to mess with some of that today. So I've learned a little bit fighting against other Zangiefs, but I think when we go into his guide and everything, we'll learn a little more.
So I could trigger one of these things, see if I can get it to work.
Jade says Cammy or Mano soon. Is it Mano? Is that how you say your name, Mano? Cammy or Mano soon? Yeah, probably. Like I said, this Sunday, since I'm no longer doing the live react, it's either going to be Marisa or Mano. I'll think about it, which one we want to do next. My favorite potato chips, these days I kind of like kettle cooked or baked. I don't really like just straight up greasy ass normal potato chips. I also like a sun chip. Those are pretty good. Recently I've been eating a lot of popcorners because they're much better for you. It's like popcorn in the form of chip,
I don't know.
and it's not fried at all. So I actually like popcorners today. But if I were going to eat a potato chip, I'd probably eat a kettle cooked or a baked, like baked style, baked lays and stuff. Jay Kuma says, if you get your opponent into burnout, you get +4 extra frames of advantage on block, meaning you'll have an easier time getting block strings. Jex Gaming says, me and your chat want to see you live stream the Xbox event. I'm not, so you're in the wrong place. Ansa Kamaru says, how do you think a fight between Guile and JP would go? You know? Here's the thing. Guile doesn't really have tools to get him across the screen too quickly, right? But Guile does have crazy sonic booms, right? So as long as he can keep the sonic booms flowing, I wonder if JP would actually have a problem getting around those sonic booms, right? Because JP is he's not as fast, he's slower with his stuff. I actually think Guile might win that one. I do. I think the sonic booms are so fast that I think that Guile might actually win that one. Is it Manon, Mano, or Manamana? I still don't know how to pronounce the name. The game's been out for a week.
Oh, that's not what I wanted, damn it.
Spawn Killer did another super chat. He said, I used buttermilk powder, garlic powder, and onion. I fried it in oil in a pan. In a pan? I have never heard of potato chips in a pan before. Interesting. That's a different one. A different take on it. Swagonito says, I'm trying to get healthy. How long did it take you to adjust to your lifestyle changes? Not long. It's called, in reality, it's this simple. If you don't have the things that are bad around you, you can't eat them or drink them. If there's no soda in the house, I can't drink soda, right? If there's no unhealthy food in the house, I have to eat what's here, correct? Right? So if I don't buy greasy potato chips, then I can't eat greasy potato chips, but I can eat popcorners. You see? And that's essentially all I do. When we shop, we buy just what we need for the recipes we want, a few snack foods that are on the healthier side, and that's all I eat. I don't snack between streams or anything. I wake up in the morning, I have breakfast. What do I usually have? A bagel with a little bit of cream cheese, or sometimes I'll have a breakfast burrito if I really want some protein in the morning, one of those little microwave ones, but usually it's a bagel with cream cheese or something like that with a coffee, black coffee. Then we have a dinner, and the dinner, I tell you every day what we have for dinner. I think today we're actually having a soup, a new soup, an Italian gnocchi soup that's going to have chicken sausage, gnocchi pasta, a couple different kinds of vegetables like carrots and stuff like that, in a broth with seasoning. That's our dinner, soup, with some bread. We have Italian bread that we're going to actually cut up and dip in the soup. And then at night, like I said, I'll have like a snack. Sometimes I have hummus with a little bit of bread, or sometimes I'll have a sandwich at night, but it's usually not a crazy sandwich. It's like, you know, a ciabatta bread with a few slices of chicken, you know, and maybe a little bit of a sauce or something. Nothing too crazy. Maybe some popcorners, you know. I'm not eating anything that's greasy. I'm not eating anything that's full of cheese and fat. I'm staying away from all of that. And I've lost a lot of weight. I really have. And I feel good because of that. Like, I used to have bad knees. I used to have back pain. I lost a lot of weight. I mean, I don't know what I weigh because I think my scale's broken. Like I told you guys, I tried to weigh myself like 2-3 weeks ago, and it said I was like 195 pounds, and I was like, I don't think I'm 195. I really don't believe that. Even looking at myself in the mirror, I'm like, dude, I'm definitely over 200. I think the scale's busted. This is an old scale. I'm going to have to get a new one. But just not having the bad things around means you're not tempted to eat the bad things. You know what I'm saying? Now there is another factor to it, Swagonito. I do have some medical problems. I have to limit my diet. You guys know about the gout. I can't eat a lot of red meat. I can't eat a lot of things that would be unhealthy. So when I let's say I order out the one day a week that I order out with my wife, I usually get something that's chicken, right? Sometimes I'll get like shrimp, but usually it's chicken. Why? Because I need to. If I have too much red meat, I get all kinds of problems in my joints and stuff with swelling and freaking acid crystals. So I have to stay away from some of the stuff that would already be considered more unhealthy anyway. You see what I'm saying? So in that regard, it's kind of been like a forced diet change too.
I
But
just don't care.
that
I
really is
just
the key.
eat.
If the temptation isn't there because it's not available, then you're not gonna do it. You know what I mean? If I had a house that had soda and ice cream and tons of cheese and shit in the house,
Why
I'd
don't you
probably
get
be
rats
eating
for
it.
two?
But it's not
Why are we
here, and
talking
therefore
about
I don't
this?
eat it. Like, listen to me. I'm a chocoholic.
Talk about this
All right,
every
it's a
time.
problem. I love chocolate, and when there's
Oh,
chocolate
I love
around, I tend
chocolate
to
too.
eat it. Milk
I actually
chocolate, dark
made chocolate
chocolate,
today.
peanut butter with chocolate, nuts with chocolate, creamy nougat with chocolate, caramel with chocolate. It's all, I can't stop.
Oh, I think I
If I see
deleted
chocolate, I
it.
eat it,
Oh,
right?
damn it.
So guess what we don't have in the house? And because it's not there, you know what they kind of say, out of sight, out of mind? If it's not there, I don't think about it. I used to crave burgers and steak. Since I cut them out of my diet, I don't even think about them. It's rare when I say, oh, I feel like a hamburger or a cheeseburger. Very rare.
I have everything
So,
else but that
that's what
damn
I mean.
video.
Those are the things that I've tried to do to change. So,
Let's do this.
all right. More shout outs. I got a $2 tip here from Ludachristoph. He says, I was able to check your fighting profile. You played 464 matches, overall 258 wins, 206 losses. Good job. I just
Wait,
said that. I said I
you,
think I have around 250 wins. So I'm a quarter of the way to getting 1,000 wins. Cool. Thank you, Ludachristoph. I didn't know that that was public, but I guess it is. I don't really mind you. I record and broadcast every single match, so you guys know the wins and losses regardless. Thank you, Ludachristoph, for the tip. I received a $1.37 tip.
What the hell is
I'll
going
tell
on
you
here? Why
again.
can't
He says,
I
yes, for the
fucking-
old cops
oh, shit,
episodes,
sorry.
I watch them on YouTube. They're better than
Yeah,
half the crap
it
on
can't
TV
be
these
Justin.
days. Can we get a bad boys, bad boys?
That's that
What
can't
you
be,
gonna
I don't
do?
know.
What you gonna do?
Why
when
is
they
it not
come
letting
for
me
you?
search
Bad boys,
my
bad
damn
boys.
computer?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Well, that was terrible. My voice cracked horribly.
Well, maybe it
that
is
is not what
searching.
I
Why
want.
is it not like telling
There
me
we
it's searching though? It's not doing
Absolutely
anything.
terrible voice cracking. I'm very sorry for that. Okay.
Oh, you're such a douchebag. You're telling me after I hit enter, I gotta hit the damn arrow button to the right to make it do anything? What kind of bull crap is that?
I got a $1 tip from someone saying there was a viral post on Twitter the other day after the Twitch rules from a big content creator. You mean the rule changes? The wording is bad here. There was a viral post on Twitter the other day after Twitch has changed all of their rules. It was from a big content creator and an advisor basically telling everyone, hey, stop pushing people to do membership, subscriptions, cheers, or super chats. Instead, try to push for direct donations of some kind because it gives you more revenue. You've been doing this for years. How does it feel to be ahead of the game? In reality, that's really not the reason that I ever pushed for that, okay? The reason is because when I was going through my whole bankruptcy situation years ago, all right, I needed a lot of immediate funds to pay for stuff. I had no credit. I had no money. And because of that, I was literally living month to month, paycheck to paycheck on tips. If I wasn't making a good amount of tips in a week, I couldn't go grocery shopping that week, right? So the way it worked is I told you guys, hey, if you want to support me the most, tip me. I get those right away. Those are things I can put towards important stuff right now. It wasn't even that I got more of it. That wasn't even the consideration that I get the most percentage out of a tip. It's because I needed the funds immediately to do things. All right? Now, what you're seeing is Twitch become a company that is so hyper-focused on making money off of the people who use it that they've completely fallen into a black hole. They've been sucked into this slippery slope down into a pit, and this pit is going to be hard to climb out of. Because right now, everyone is looking at Twitch in a very negative way because it was exposed this week when they tried to change all of their rules for sponsorships, that all they care about is making money for themselves. They don't care about the creators on their site having a living. They don't care about them being happy or healthy or even operating in a way that they're self-sufficient. All they care about is what they make. And that's been like that forever. But the thing is that it's never really been exposed to the extent that now it's being exposed.
That sucks.
The management of Twitch is awful. They run the business horribly. They're very unprofessional with the way they run the business. Okay? And I'm not surprised to hear that people essentially have gotten wise to it and are like, why on earth are we saying, hey, pay Twitch, right? Oh, give me your Prime membership, but Twitch makes money off of that, right? Give me your subscription or whatever, right? But Twitch makes money off of that. Give me the cheers.
Thanks for the money, dummy.
The cheers on Twitch are absolutely ridiculous. Do you know how much profit they make on those? For what the streamer makes getting a cheer versus the money that Amazon/Twitch, the profit they're making on the purchase of
Thanks for the money, dummy.
insane. It's a giant profit margin. Anytime you're buying
Thanks for the money, dummy.
bits to cheer,
Oh, it does say it, but I can't hear it. How can I not hear it?
Why do you think they started with things like, what was it, the train or whatever it was called, the hype train, right?
Oh, because it's under that. That's why.
1,000,000%, because that benefits them, right? But yeah, you know, the thing is, like I said, never was it my intention when I said to people, hey, please tip me. It wasn't, oh, that's because I was trying to screw over Twitch or anything like that. For me, it was very much because of the burden of things going on with the bankruptcy proceedings and everything, and me having no money and no credit or anything.
No,
it was
I
necessary.
can't hear it.
Okay, today, be honest, hey guys, contribute however you want. It's all gravy. Everything you do helps this business, helps me, allows me to continue to do what I love, you know? Sometimes there'll be a slow week. I'll let you know if there's something slow in one regard. That could help a little more. But for the most part, whether you want to do a super chat, a super sticker, a membership, a gifted membership for the community, a tip, it's all good. And it helps out everyone. By the way, here on YouTube, I do make more than I did on Twitch overall on stuff. The memberships are cheaper here. Did you know that? The memberships here on YouTube are $1 cheaper than Twitch, but I make the same amount on a membership here that I did on Twitch. So that was a whole $1 that Twitch was pocketing over there. For literally nothing. They were making an extra $1 of profit on every sub that they're,
oh shoot, now I got
it's cheaper here. So
crap. Sorry about that.
There you go.
I didn't realize.
Oh, Gunner, I forgot. People are like, where's the Gunner glasses? You're right. You gotta call me out on this stuff, guys. I didn't realize we hit the $50 in tips. I was not paying attention. Thank you.
I was trying to hear the other thing.
Okay.
Glasses for what?
Do I think Elon Musk will buy Twitch? No, because Twitch is owned by Amazon. It's just sad because there was points when Twitch looked like they were really doing all the right things, and they were really going to be competition for YouTube. And then they just, again, it's utter mismanagement. You know what I'm saying? It's utter mismanagement. How do you have people in charge that don't understand the industry, nor the content that's being created, nor understand what's best for their own fucking business? Like, how can you tell me you have a website where all the prominent gamers go to stream, but all the new consoles come out and you have a bitrate limitation that makes it so the quality of gameplay looks like shit? That's the boneheadedest fucking thing ever. They're idiotic over there. All they care about is the money rolling in, which is why do you think they probably prefer the hot tub streams? Because they don't care about the bitrate for the fucking hot tub streams, right? Right? They're idiots. They're scumbags in charge. Why would you want to do business on a site run by fucking idiotic scumbags who don't care about you?
I don't know if I'm wording that right.
Anyway, I received a $5 tip from Big Papa Phil. Has the amount of Street Fighter 6 support surprised you? It seems like you were somewhat cautiously optimistic, but I knew Street Fighter 6 would be huge for your streams because you're being known as an old school fighting game fan. Hold on. I want to get your animation on here.
Thanks for the money. Oh, here we go.
I know I found.
Thanks for the money, dummy.
So anytime you're playing, I'll be here to support. Good luck giving the gift of Geef today. Well, here's the thing.
Thanks for the money.
All right, first of all, you have to understand we're only a week in.
Wow.
Thanks for the money, dummy.
When the hell did it start doing that?
So we're still relatively early in. A week into any fighting game is like, you're so early in, you don't know what the meta's going to be yet. You don't know how prominent the game's going to end up being in the long term. You know what I mean? This has been one of the best launch weeks for a fighting game ever. The game has performed incredibly well online. It's been super duper great. It's the best experience I've ever had with a fighting game launch, for sure. We've had almost no lag at all in any match, correct? So it's been outstanding from that regard. I'm very happy with the amount of people who are coming every day.
Thanks for the money, dummy.
Whether it's a new character or another online match of a character I'm trying to get better with. I really appreciate that.
Oh,
and
wait,
yeah, the support's been good.
Thanks for the money, dummy.
Everything up. Memberships are up. Cheering has been good, and tips have been great. Now, admittedly, some of the support's been coming from the same people.
Thanks for the money, dummy.
Let's be on Game Tracker. Holy shit! Every day the guy's coming by, giving me tips on the game and
That's
tipping
crazy,
with
huh?
the tips. That's very, very, very appreciated. I know that's not going to last forever.
I wasn't
Ultimately,
doing that
what will end up
earlier,
happening,
though.
Okay, is
Was it?
basically this game will become a
Did it
part of
make its
regular
own
rotation.
thing?
Right now, it's a
I could've
prominent game
sworn I
being
saw it on
featured 'cause it's
desktop.
hot and new. But
Audio.
eventually, after a few weeks, I know people aren't going to want to see it all the time on day stream.
Uh-huh.
So phase it out, become a night stream.
I
People
don't
said,
know,
will it be Friday
Johnny.
night fights? Probably. Why wouldn't it be? Right? Why wouldn't I be doing Friday night fights once a week? Every Friday night we do Street Fighter 6 and I play with the various characters or whatever, right? Absolutely. So that I really feel like as long as the game is good and, you know, stays at this level and has this level of competition, it has this level of online quality, I will likely keep it in the rotation at least a couple times a week for multiplayer. This will be my big multiplayer game. And having fighting games regularly in the rotation is a healthy thing. Especially because guess what? There's a lot more stuff coming. Did you guys know that Tekken 8 has opened up registrations for their online beta, which will take place in July? I have
Wow.
registered for it. I don't know if I'm going to be selected,
Nice.
but I registered for it. Just like I registered for the Mortal Kombat 1 beta a few days ago, too. So all these fighting games coming out are a great thing, but I'm happy that people are enjoying it as much as I am, and that we have this audience. The thing is, there's people complaining. There's people every day. Oh my God, why is Street Fighter 6 every day? Why are you playing it every day? Why is it the main game every day? Because this is how I have to play it if I'm going to stay at any kind of relevance in the game. This is how it must be played. It can't be played casually 2 times a week, 2-hour streams. I'll never get anywhere with it. I'll be way behind everyone. I have to be playing, learning, doing major streams of it. This is how it's done. This is how you cover fighting games, okay? So I certainly hope that people have been enjoying, and thank you to those
Butterburgers?
watching.
What?
Thank you to those
Wendy's
supporting.
chili?
I'm going to keep with it for
Oh,
now.
Hardy's buddy.
And,
Burger.
you know, we'll see how long, because I don't think it's going to last forever. I do think that the popularity will start to wane, and people will be like, can we get other stuff instead? Like I said,
Oh,
when
damn,
Final Fantasy 16 comes out,
crap,
I'm absolutely going to be balancing that with Street Fighter. It's not going to be Street Fighter every day, you know, moving forward, all right? Spawn Killer did another super chat. Wendy's chili or Hardee's Butterburger? Wendy's chili is disgusting, and I got sick from it. I've never had a Hardee's Butterburger, so I can't really answer, but they both sound disgusting, and I would prefer to eat neither. There you go.
I don't know. Wendy's chili used to be good back in the day.
Are we ever going to play more
don't
Diablo
know about
4? It's the
now.
late stream today. It's literally the late stream today. So come back tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time for Diablo.
I got sick off Sonic's chili.
That's disgusting. Meme Jisha says, do you ever try eating sticks of butter? It's not half bad. You're a gross individual. That's absolutely revolting. Ugh. Wow, another tip came in. You guys are being great today. A $25 tip just came in. From YOLO Lantern. It says, Geefster, 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 Greefster, Greefster, Greefster. Wow.
Oh, YouTube
Thank you
doesn't
to
have
YOLO
it tied
Lantern.
in?
I mean, now you're going way back to
Oh, I
Injustice
just not
1.
realized that.
Right? Remember Yellow Lantern? We
Wonder
called him
why.
Yellow Lantern. That's an old-ass meme. It's cool you remember it. And thank you so much for the support. What a generous tip there. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, guys. Last chance for a question before we adjourn. I will quickly use the restroom, and then we'll jump into the guide and combo trials for Zangief. Do that for about 25 minutes or so, and then jump right online for about 2.5 hours of online gameplay. But I need to learn the basics first before we do that. But it should hopefully be a solid stream. I hope I do well. We'll find out.
You mean you're still going?
Have I ever had bold sriracha almonds? No, I've never had bold sriracha almonds. Never. Green Goblin says, you think of maining characters in Street Fighter 6, seeing you're doing pretty good with the Dalsim, would you consider doing live tournaments? I don't even know anything about the live tournaments. I know they exist in the game, but I don't even know how they work. I don't know if it's just you create it and everyone randomly joins. I don't know if it's like you invite people. I have no clue. Right now, I'm just learning the game. The way I see it, let me continue to play and learn the game as much as I can. And then when we get a few weeks in, then if we want to start doing viewer nights, tournament nights, things like that, then we get to that. But I need to have enough of a repertoire of game knowledge and character selection to feel like I can do something before we start doing that stuff. At least in my opinion, there's no point. That would be like It's day one of a game. I went to a tournament and entered it. Like, what was the point? No one even knew the game yet, right? And it's funny because I've done that before. And won tournaments. I did. I've won tournaments like that before. Anyway, I received a $6.66 tip
Oh, damn.
from Swagonito. He says, this is the smoothest online experience by far for any Street Fighter game. I 1,000,000% agree. It's super duper good. I feel like this is not recognized enough. The netcode was a hot issue for a long time. Servers aren't dedicated and are peer-to-peer.
Oh, come on, really,
It's a
guys?
great question. Whatever they did,
What a
everyone else
troll.
needs to follow suit. Because you know what? If Mortal Kombat 1 and Tekken 8 come out and their netcode is shit compared to Street Fighter 6, who's going to stick around? Let's be honest, right? Who will stick around and play the lag-ass game when you can
Why
play
is
one
that
without
that?
lag?
Hey,
I will go
never
right
mind.
back to Street Fighter 6. So I hope that they learn and all fighting games moving forward in the future are this good, because this is super good.
People stand up for whatever you want to.
John Cena is rumored to be the next Terminator. Your thoughts? I have absolutely no thoughts.
Is he
I am
really?
completely blank on that subject. Rugal
I
says,
can
I
see
can't wait
that.
for you to deliver the gift of Geef.
I can see
Wait,
that.
sweet. Hopefully we'll see you back doing tournaments. We miss it when you can
Why
do tournaments.
now?
I'm not going to tournaments.
Jeez.
If I play, there's online tournaments in the game, apparently, you can set up. I would consider doing that. I'm not doing offline tournaments. Absolutely not. It's enough of a time investment to play the game here on my streams. I'm not traveling to play this fucking game in person. Forget that shit. I've been there, done that. Zero interest in doing anything like that. Absolutely not. Okay. Are we good? Guys, great show. I mean, we talked about so many topics, right? We talked about so many freaking topics here. Thank you for understanding about the live react stuff. I just don't see the reason to invest so much time and take away from gameplay streams when YouTube's just going to screw me over with this blocking bullshit. So, no react on Sunday. However, a full gameplay stream coming on Sunday of another new character in Street Fighter. Great stuff on the horizons. Thank you for the discussion. Thank you for the support. And I would also like to say, hold on. Thank you for 1 full week of attendance and great support of Street Fighter 6. I've absolutely enjoyed playing this game with you guys the last week. And I'm looking forward to much more coming up. We're not giving up on it at all because I'm really having